Hello everyone, thank you for joining in. Today we're going to be doing a core blast flow. So it'll be a lot of focusing on the navel, hugging in, and all that great stuff. You're going to need 2 blocks, and I'm going to use weights. I have 3-pound weights. You can use as any weight you'd like, maybe up to 8 pounds if you want to be very advanced. If you don't have weights, you can use soup cans, or if you can think of anything else that is slightly weighted, that is in the shape of a weight. And then you'll need a blanket. We will do some sliding today with our feet. If you're on carpet, I recommend like a hard surface, so a really thin book may work with sliding, or if you like paper plates. And if you don't have a blanket, you can use a towel, or you can wear socks and slide with socks on a wood floor. So yeah, and please feel free to practice with a playlist. I offer them on my website, so you can just go to my website under playlists and choose any of them. They are catered to any of my classes and kind of follow the structure of the class, so feel free to use it. And that is all I'm going to say. Let's get started. You're going to take your weights or whatever you're using off to the side, as well as your blocks. Just get them out of the way, and then you're going to take your blanket or towel, and you're going to make it so that when it's in a fold, you'll fold it so that it's thin. So I have 1, 2, 3 folds here. And then once it's in a thin fold, like a hot dog versus hamburger, if you learned that in class, you're going to make a roll. I'm going to make my roll pretty little. And if you are pregnant or just 8, I recommend not doing this. And what I'll recommend is sitting in a Sukhasana or Virasana and just taking deep belly breaths. But we're going to start on our belly, head to the top of the mat, feet to the back, and then you're going to bring that roll into the navel, into the belly. And again, you can make it as thick or as thin as you like. The thicker it is, the more intense. And then just lay down with your forehead resting on top of your hands. My left hand is on top of my right. And I just want you to breathe as if you're just regularly breathing as you go for a walk or sitting on the couch. But bring awareness to the navel, and we're doing this to stimulate the core. It also stimulates the digestive system. And we'll take about 5 rounds of breath here. Slow rounds of breath. So take your time. And if you are pregnant or just 8, sit in a comfortable seat and take deep belly breaths. Just notice, you may feel the pulse of your stomach. You may feel food passing through the intestines. All natural. You got 2 more rounds of breath. One more round of breath. Okay. Slowly lift your head up, press into your palms, come to your forearms. You're just going to take the blanket and scoot it out from underneath you. Again, set it to the side. And then once you do that, stay on your belly. Extend your arms forward, palms facing down. Rest your forehead down, and then lift your right leg up and scoot it all the way back. Lengthen the right side waist. Lift the left leg up. Again, scoot it all the way back. So you're getting super long in your body. Great. We're going to stay here and take anterior and posterior tilts of the pelvis. So on the inhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis up, find a posterior tilt. Again, your pelvis will lift. And then on the exhale, you're going to slowly tilt your pelvis down. Press into your pelvis, hug your navel in so that your belly button starts to lift off of the mat. And then just take a few more rounds like that. Inhale, lift the pelvis up, tilt the pelvis up. Exhale, tilt the pelvis down. Press into the floor, lift the belly button up. Keep your forehead grounded. About 4 more rounds like this. Every time you tilt your pelvis down and forward, start to engage the core, the transverse, the deep inner muscles of the navel. And tilting the pelvis back is anterior, just to correct myself. Posterior is tilting the pelvis down. Okay, 1 more round. Again, lift the belly button up. Great, and then you're going to stay there. Stay engaged in the navel. So again, find that slight posterior tilt. Press into the pelvis. And then press into the top of the left foot, press into the right palm. Inhale, you're going to lift your left arm up and your right leg up. So cross body Shalabhasana, that's what we're going to call it. Lower down, again, press down into the right foot, press into the left palm, lift the left leg and the right arm up. And we're just going to switch sides. Keep moving through this. The head will come lifting with you. Keep your navel hugged in as you move through. Maybe you lift a little bit higher. You can keep pressing into the pelvis. Keep the low back lengthened. Should feel activation in the navel as well as the glutes even. And you should also notice the connection your legs have to your core. By extending them up, you should feel a lengthening of the core as well as a strengthening. Take this 3 more times, both sides. Two more times. Last time, lift and lower. Inhale, lift and lower. All right, you're going to bring your palms by your rib cage. Tuck your toes, press into your palms. Again, lift the belly button up, fortify the legs, and then inhale, slowly press down. You can keep your knees lifted or down on the mat if you need. Start to press up into a plank pose. And then once you're there, start to scoot your knees in so that you're in a tabletop position. Again, crown of the head forward, shoulders over wrists. Come to the tops of the feet. Inhale, tilt your pelvis up, gaze up, cow. Exhale, cat, dome your spine, tilt the pelvis forward, gaze inward. Inhale, tilt the pelvis up, gaze up. And exhale, down for cat. Move through this about 5 more times, 5 more rounds of cat-cows. Let the movement stem from the tilt of the pelvis, like you're scooping up the navel. So again, we're activating the navel, the core, the abdominals. I'll stop listing all the names for the core. All right, last round. And then come into a neutral tabletop. Hug the navel in, crown of the head forward. And we're going to take a few rounds of wrist strengthening exercises. So first, have your middle finger facing forward, shoulders over wrists, and then really lengthen through the arms and roll the eye of the elbow so that it's facing forward. So that's an external rotation of the upper arm. On the inhale, you're going to lift the heel of your hand, thumbs will lift, but keep the finger pads grounded. Exhale, slowly lower down. 4 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more times. Keep moving. As you move, just think that your wrists are bearing the weight of your shoulders. So your shoulders stay in a slight protraction. The only thing moving are the wrists, moving up and down. Last time, lift and lower. Inhale, tilt your pelvis up, cow. Exhale, sit back into a child's pose, knees wide, extend your arms forward, and then release any tension in the wrists. Take about 3 rounds of breath. Okay, come back into tabletop. Again, shoulders over wrists. This time you're gonna spin your hands so that the the middle finger is facing out towards the sides of your space. And then your heels of the hands are facing in towards each other. Same exercise, fortify the arms. Inhale, press into the finger pads, lift the wrist up, wrist bearing the weight of the shoulders, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. 4 more times, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and take your time here. Really energize the forearms. Lift and lower. Okay, now spin your palms so that they're facing forward. Again, inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly gaze up. And then exhale, sit all the way back. Child's pose for 3 rounds of breath. Again, release that tension in the wrists. Knees wide. All right. Come back into tabletop. Last round. We're going to flip our wrists all the way around so that the heels of the hands are facing towards the front of your space or are parallel. And then to lighten the load just a little bit, you can lean a little bit farther back so the heel or your hips are coming towards your heels. And then on the inhale, same motion, lift the heels of the hands. And then exhale, slowly take your time, lower them down. Inhale, lift, finger pads stay grounded. Exhale, lower. And your palms can be close to your knees as well. 3 more rounds. All right, last round, lift and lower. Okay, flip the wrists all the way around, come into a tabletop position. Plant your palms and stay here. Just notice the difference in your wrists and how they may feel a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit fatigued, but more on the strengthened side. Okay, we're gonna stay there. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, sit your hips back and then release tension in the wrists. Take about 3 rounds of breath. Okay. So we did all that wrist work for what's coming next. You're going to plant your palms, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Tuck the toes and then lift your knees up 2 inches off the mat to hover. We're going to stay here. Press your palms down and back and press your toes down and forward, and you should feel a scooping up action in your navel. Take about 3 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale 1, hug the navel and inhale. Exhale 2, keep pressing down. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, you're going to straighten the left leg and bring your right knee to your right tricep. Inhale, come back to hovering tabletop. Exhale, straighten the right leg, left knee to left tricep. Hug the navel in. Inhale, lower, hovering. Exhale, right knee to tricep. Straighten the left, inhale, lower. Exhale, left knee to tricep, straighten the right. One more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the navel. Inhale. Exhale, knee to tricep. Inhale, hovering tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're going to lift your hips up and then either walk your feet back about a footprint or walk your hands forward about a handprint. Because as you come into down dog, I'm sure it's a little bit narrow. And then you're going to stay here for about 5 rounds of breath. And hug the navel in, lift the hips up, press the backs of the knees back, and then knit the front ribs in and wrap the armpits in as well. All right, start to crawl your hands back towards your feet. And then you're going to take your mat, fold it once, back of the mat to the front, and then fold it one more time. Great, so we're coming into our sliding section. You're going to take your blanket, and if you don't have a blanket, you can use a towel, or if you want, you can wear socks. If you're on a hard floor, if you're not, if you're on a carpet, you can use like paper plates, or like a really thin children's book works as well, if it's a hardcover. Great, so you're going to take your blanket, unfold it how we had it so that it's just a little bit wider for your feet. And you're going to take your blocks and set them on top of your mat, shoulder width distance. Great, so we're coming into a sliding variation of Sun A. So we'll start standing, and then close your eyes, palms by your sides, sit and stand deeply in Tadasana. And take about 3 rounds of breath. Close your eyes. Okay. Inhale, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. Palms come to the blocks. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, plant your palms and start to slide your blanket back into plank pose. Keep the legs straight, chest forward, crown of the head forward. Inhale, you're going to bring your pelvis down and find a tuck-toed upward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga. So reverse chaturanga. Bend the elbows, bring the hips parallel with the shoulders. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Inhale, roll to plank pose. Head comes up last. Exhale, just bend your knees like you're coming into hovering tabletop. Hug your navel in. Inhale, slide back plank. And then exhale, you're going to pike your hips up. Keep your legs straight and bring the blanket at the top of the mat. Lower the heels. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Arms to the sides. All right, so a little complicated, slightly different. We're doing a reverse chaturanga rather than going into chaturanga then up dog. And we're obviously sliding. So we'll do that 3 more times. I'll do this round with you and then the last 2 rounds on your own. And if you want to skip this, you can take child's pose. That sounds lovely as well to me right now. All right. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, slide back, plank pose, heels align with the hips, align with the shoulders. Inhale, drop the pelvis, tuck-toed up dog, lift your chest up. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows back, chest forward. Inhale, press back up, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, bend the knees, keep the hips level with the shoulders. Inhale, press back, press the heels back. And then exhale, pike the hips up, press into your palms, press into the shoulders, and lower the heels down. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, arms to the sides. Again, 2 more rounds. Move at your own pace. I'll move with you. Should be coming on to your last round. All right, start to finish up. You should feel the core starting to develop. It won't become a six-pack right away, but you should definitely be feeling it. Once you get to standing, and stay there. 3 rounds of breath. Just come back to your breath. I like to take a deep belly breath so that I feel a little slight stretch in the abdomen, a reminder of the work that we're doing. All right. Open your eyes. Set your blanket off to the side. We're done with that for right now. And then just bring your mat back to normal. Unfold it all the way. All right. So come into a little flow, a little core flow, I'll call it. You're going to take your weights, slightly inspired by my 1980s workout videos that I'm still doing. Some of you may know that. Really fun. Great, so you're going to bring them into your hands. Have your feet hip width distance. On the inhale, you're going to lift the weights up and lift your heels up as well. Stay here. Tilt your pelvis forward. Hug the navel in. Take one more inhale. Get super long. On the exhale, you're going to lower the heels, bend your knees, and squat down. Lower the weights by your sides. Chest forward. Inhale, you're going to lift up, ground into the left foot, kick your right leg forward, and then exhale again, lower the right foot, squat down. Inhale, lift, arms up, left leg forward this time. Exhale, squat. Inhale, this time lift the right leg up, reach the blocks up, weight. Exhale, you're going to step all the way back to a low lunge and bend both knees. Inhale, press into the left foot, reach the right leg forward. Exhale, step the right foot all the way back to the left like you're curtsying. Inhale, you're going to press the right leg forward, kick it forward, arms up. Exhale, step all the way back, low lunge. Inhale, arms up, kick forward. Exhale, right foot steps by the left. Other side, inhale, lift the weights up, lift the heels up. Stay here again, tilt the pelvis forward, hug the navel in. Stay energized in the arms. Inhale. Exhale, sit low, squat down, arms by the sides. This time, press into the right foot. Inhale, kick the left leg forward. Hug the navel in. Exhale, squat. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, squat. Inhale, ground down. Left leg up. This time, exhale, low or step all the way back to a lunge. Inhale, press back, left leg forward. Exhale, left foot outside the right side of the mat for a curtsy. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot back. Bend both knees. Inhale, left leg forward. And exhale, left foot meets the right. All right, so we're going to move through that 2 times on each side. Just going to make a little more space for myself. So weights in hands, again, you can have them heavier. I have a 3 pound. You can do a 5 or 8 or even less. And then use soup cans if you need to, if you don't have weights. All right. Feet about outer hip width distance. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift the heels. Exhale, squat down, sit back, arms by the sides. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, squat. Inhale, hug the navel in, left leg forward. Exhale, squat. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, high lunge to the back, arms down, bend both knees. Inhale, launch off the right foot, reach it forward. Exhale, curtsy, right foot outside the left. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, forward. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Inhale, lift the heels up, arms up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, left leg forward, lift. Exhale, squat. Inhale, ground to the left foot, right leg forward. Exhale, squat. This time, inhale, left. Exhale, lunge back, bend both knees. Inhale, launch off the left foot. Exhale, left foot to the right, curtsy. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, lunge back. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, lower the left foot to meet the right. Last time on each side. Inhale, lift the heels, reach up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, right leg forward, arms up. Exhale, squat. Left leg forward up. Exhale, squat. Right leg up. Exhale, lunge back, bend both knees. Inhale, launch forward, right leg forward. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, step back. Inhale, forward, hug the navel in. Exhale, lower the right foot. Inhale, arms up, heels up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, squat. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, lunge back, bend both knees. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, lower the left foot to meet the right. Release the weights. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, move through a vinyasa, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog. All right, once you're in down dog, drop to your knees, Wide knee child's pose. Bring your knees out to the sides, big toes together to touch. And extend your arms forward and rest your forehead down. And breathe deeply into the belly here. So you have space in between your thighs for the belly to rise and fall. And we'll take about 5 rounds of breath to come back to our breath. All right. Start to make your way up into a seat. You're going to scoot your hips to either side, legs out in front of you, and then scoot forward. Straighten out through the legs. We're going to find Dandasana. Flex your toes towards your face. Bring your palms by your hips or come to your fingertips. And then press down into your palms to lengthen the spine up. Hug the navel in. And then press the heels forward so that the heels may lift, and press the backs of your knees down. You should feel like you're in an L shape in the body. Stay in this shape. Reach your arms forward. Inhale, hug the navel in. And then on the exhale, we're going to slowly lower to our back. Scoop up the belly. Take your time. When you run out of breath, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keep lowering down. One more time. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, lower down. All right. Once you're on your back, we're coming into another core exercise. You're going to lift your knees up into your chest. And first, just take circles with the knees. Bring your hands to your knees and just go one direction and then go the other to massage out the low back. All right. And you're going to bring your knees so that they're over your hips. Flex your toes. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, but keep the left knee at a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to bring your right palm on top of the left thigh and extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. On the inhale, press your thigh into your palm. Feel the left obliques engage and press your low back down. So that's on an inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to lower your right leg forward and extend your left leg back. Inhale, lift the right leg up, left arm up. And exhale, start to lower down. Take your time. Right leg hovers. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. So 5 more times, bring a total of 8 rounds like this. Keep moving. And keep the low back grounded. And keep pressing the thigh into the palm as you press the palm back into the thigh. Two more rounds. And last round. Inhale, lift the right leg up, left leg up. Bend both knees. And then plant the left foot down and hug the right knee in towards your chest. And again, start to take circles, this time just with the right knee. Okay, we're going to switch sides. Knees over hips, flex the feet. This time lengthen the left leg up towards the ceiling. Extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep the right knee in a 90-degree angle. And then bring your left palm on top of your right thigh and press the thigh into the palm, palm back into the thigh. And then inhale, press your low back down. Exhale, left leg forward, right arm back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 5 more times. Take your time with the movement. Keep the low back grounded. Keep pressing through the left heel. Keep the left leg energized. I have 2 more rounds left. May have gone a little bit over. Not keeping too much track, unfortunately. But when you're finished, again, lift the left leg up, bend both knees, plant the right foot, hug the left knee in towards your chest, and then start to take circles with your knee. Okay, roll yourself up to sit. You're going to grab your blocks and then come back on down. If you had your blocks, you don't have to roll up. You're going to come into a supported bridge pose. Just take one of your blocks, press into your heels, bend your knees, and press into the heels. And then lift your hips onto the block on the medium height. You can also come to the lower height. And then you're going to walk your your feet forward, straighten out through the legs, and then extend your arms back or cactus shape your arms. So that we get a nice stretch in the front of the pelvis as well as the abdomen. Press through the heels of your feet, toes flex towards your face, and press the backs of your knees down. And take about 5 more rounds of breath here. This should feel really nice for the front side of your body. And plant your feet, bend the knees, lift off of the block, set the block off to the side, lower onto your pelvis. And then constructive rest. Bring your feet to the edge of the mat, toes in, heels out, knock the knees in. Close your eyes. I'm bringing one hand to my heart, one hand to my belly. I just said that in a really southern accent for some reason. But you can bring your arms by your sides or overhead and just breathe and notice the lengthening in the low back. About 3 rounds of breath. Okay. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Grab from underneath the knees and roll up to sit. Great. So I'm going to offer about 2 minutes of an inversion practice, and I'm going to offer a handstand practice. We've been working a lot on pressing down into the palms, strengthening the wrists, and finding that core engagement that is so helpful with being upside down. If you don't want to do handstand, you can come and do a headstand practice. Legs up the wall for an inversion is great, or just come into a shavasana or supta baddha konasana. But I'm going to cue into a handstand, and I'm going to use a wall, so make your way over to a wall. Great. So I like to have my palms about a handprint away from the wall. And then have the palms about shoulder width or outer shoulder width distance. For me, that's what works. You're going to tuck your toes and then start to come into a half or a forward fold. Sorry, my butt's towards you. Great. So press into your palms, widen the fingertips, gaze forward, and then I'm going to lift my right leg up, lift my left heel up, and bend the left knee. And start to just take some hops by lifting the right leg up. Keep the right leg straight as you hop up. Gaze is forward. Great. Once you're up, press into your palms. Find an activated elevation of the shoulders. So the shoulders are coming towards the ears. And then hug the navel in. Point the toes or flex, but stay energized in the legs. Scoop the navel. You can keep pressing the floor away. If your heels are on the wall, see if you can bring them away. Gaze forward. And then start to lower down, and then take the other side. Kicking with the left leg. All right, if you're finished, again, feel free to stay up. You have about half a minute left. You can come into a child's pose. Or I like to bring my elbows down and rest my chin in the palms of my hands like I'm a kid watching TV. Feels nice for a lengthening of the throat. All right. Come on down when you're finished. And we're going to come back onto our backs. Okay, and once you're down, bend your knees and come into a twist of choice, supine twist. I'm going to have my knees together. You can come into eagle wrap legs if you'd like. That may feel nice for the outer right hip if you're folding to the left, or outer left hip if you're twisting to the right. Wherever you are, commit to the twist. Close your eyes, gaze to the right, and just breathe. We got 2 more rounds of breath. And then switch sides, twisting to the right this time. Then ease into the twist, close your eyes, try to broaden through the chest. Close it and just simply release. And then lift your knees up. Happy baby pose. Bring your knees towards your chest. Grab for the pinky edge of your knees, or you can grab for ankles or shins if that's hard for you. Make sure to keep the sacrum down so the entire spine is lengthened on the mat. Heels over knees. Should feel opening in the hips, and just close your eyes. You can rock side to side, maybe straighten one leg out, maybe the other. So you got 3 more breaths here. All right, slowly make your way out by bringing the soles of the feet together, knees wide, like Baddha Konasana. Then slowly start to come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Lower the feet down. Stay in the diamond shape of the legs. Again, you can have one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And you can stay here for your final rest, or if you just want to skip this, you can come straight into Shavasana. Wherever you are, make sure to make yourself comfortable. Remove any props that are in the way. Make space for yourself to really expand and allow yourself to heavy down into your mat, into your space, into the earth, and ground yourself and breathe. And thank you so much for practicing. I'm going to leave you in Shavasana, and I recommend staying as long as you like. And again, these classes are free, but suggested donation of $5 to $15 to my Venmo if you feel like you want to. No pressure. And again, thank you so much. Namaste.